Do you want my full name or just my first name?
Full name.
Okay. My name's Braich. I am 20. I live in Abbotsford, British Columbia. I have 3 siblings and live with both my parents at home. I'm currently attending University of British Columbia here in Vancouver. I grew up in a family that was very basketball orientated. From the age of about 5, I started playing basketball, and then I dedicated myself to just that sport. And from there I went full on basketball, and it became a huge part of my life.
You and I have had conversations about this before. In high school you struggled a lot. Yeah. Can you walk me through a particular day that was a really tough one for you?
Yeah. It was about early October of my grade 12 year, so it had been 2017. I was struggling to the point where I saw no light at the end of the tunnel and I wanted out. And at that point, you don't tell anybody, you keep it to yourself. You kind of shy away from any public setting, but as soon as I got the opportunity, I made an attempt on my life. I saw no better solution than for me to be gone. I didn't see any way for me to get better anymore. And I attempted to fix my problem with a very permanent solution. And luckily, I made it through, and I didn't pass, I didn't die that day, and I made it, and I'm still here. But yeah, that day was definitely one of the hardest days of my life.
And so what were you specifically feeling on that day?
I suffer heavily from obsessive compulsive disorder. I still do today, but at that time I was very unprepared, didn't know how to deal with it, hadn't got much therapy. I had realized in my attempt to take my life that I never actually wanted to die in the first place. I just really wanted to stop feeling the way I did. As soon as I took the pills, as soon as I made that attempt, and the doctor told me there's a chance you're not going to survive, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not actually what I wanted. I don't want to die. I still want to be here. And I know that's a lot, very common actually with suicide attempts, is as soon as you're getting close to actually dying, you realize what a mistake you made and that you didn't actually want to die.
And so were you feeling that after you had taken those pills and everything?
Yeah, almost immediately after. I was like, what did I do? But by that time, it was too late. I just had to hope for my body to recover and the hospital to take care of me. When I got that news, I was going to be okay, I was going to recover. I kind of felt like I got a second chance. I now had the ability to reshape my life and, go out there one more time and just give it all I got.
And then following those days, who had been your biggest support system to get you through everything?
Definitely my family. I have a full family. I have 3 siblings, live with both my parents. Other close relatives like my uncles and cousins and aunts helped me through. And then of course I had a few close friends that were really good to me. Teachers and coaches that were good role models for me. I had a very good support system that got me through those tough times.
Okay, now looking at sport and basketball specifically, how did the sport help you, recover from going through something like that?
Right. Basketball gave me an opportunity to still feel like I belong and a place for me to lead. Even through all of my difficulties, I still got a place for me to step onto the court and lead my teammates into battle. When my coach acknowledged me, he would always tell me I had to lead, and I kind of had that team captain sort of role, and being in a team captain position was very, very inspiring for me. For my coach to trust me with his team and leading my teammates was very therapeutic for me. And just stepping onto the court day in and day out, I just got to recognize what a blessing basketball is.
You did do something incredible. So you ended up creating a tournament. Can you talk a little bit about the name and what the tournament meant to you?
Yeah, so Bigger Than Basketball is a little fundraiser we put together. Me and an organization called Abbotsford Basketball Association, and then my friend Cal Claggett. We put it together after my story had come out, and we wanted to do something in our community for mental health. It's a one-day little all-star tournament kind of thing, raising money for the Canadian Mental Health Association, and honestly, it's one of the most important things to me, and something I want to carry on for as long as I'm on this earth.
If you could go back to yourself and speak to yourself on that day in October, what would you say to yourself?
That this pain that you're feeling, it has to go away. physically, chemically, this pain that you're feeling cannot stay that way forever. It's just not how it works. So yes, you may struggle and you may hurt for weeks, months, but eventually you're gonna get to that other side. No matter how hard it hurts, no matter how bad the struggle is, no matter how much you feel like you can't go on, you just have to hold on. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to go out and climb a mountain or anything like that. You just literally have to hold on. You can stay home, you can just barely make it through your days, but as long as you make it through, it's gonna get better and you're gonna get to a point in your life where you feel like, I'm finally thriving. And I think that's the biggest message I would say to myself is, if you just hold on and do nothing else, you're gonna be okay.